is what traveling
Right, team, welcome to my video of my Ironman. Well, half Ironman, 17.3. So, obviously we had to go to the airport first because it was in Singapore. Well, it was in Bintan, this island just off Singapore, so it was actually in Indonesia. So we had to take a plane and then a boat to get there, which is pretty chaotic, but it was pretty cool. We saw like lots of bikes on there. And then we got there and it was it took really long to check in. So I was super hungry, so I got the sandwich and it was very, very hot. And it literally only had zucchinis in it. It was crazy.
We are here. The music is very loud. There we go. While I'm waiting for Mom to swim, I'm gonna show you what's in this bag that we got. So, first of all, there's stickers, which were on, you put them on your bike and your helmet. I have my helmet here. Those stickers. My bike's already in transition, so I can't show you those stickers, but it's just your race number. I'm number 34. 34. So you got your race bib, timing chip, cap, your tattoo things, and then weird brochure, a water bottle, and then they also give you, oh, this is like the stickers, but I used them. They also give you like freebies, like chocolate milk and stuff, but I don't want that, and so I didn't get it. And then there's just water in here. That's it. Swim is so nice. Look at that. So Mom's going in now. I just swam. It's not as cold as I'd like, but it is not bath temperature, which is good. There are a few sea lice, but I'm fine with that too, because then it's like, oh, go faster when they bite you, because you want to get out of there. Very pretty, lots of little fish swimming around. I saw one fish like bury itself, very cute. It's nice. Going out, there was like a wind, and so I kind of got pushed out, and then coming back you have to like obviously battle the wind, but that's okay. I think I can handle that. I'm excited for the swim part, you know, not so excited for the rest, but anyways, let's see how it goes. Hello, I'm on the balcony of the hotel, and I'm gonna pack my bag. I'm still in my swimsuit. These are things that you must bring. First, running shoes. I have a special running shoe pack right here. My cycling shoes. My cleats were loose, so we had to tighten them, but they're on now. And those will also go in this special bit. Okay, and then stuff that's not that important is going to go down to the bottom. So I have this bag for my dry afterwards clothes. I have two change of clothes just in case. And then I have a towel for afterwards. And then these are my transition towels. I have an IASIS one that I stole. Represent. And a very bright pink one so I know where my mark is. This is my drugs bag. It's got like tape if I need it, muscle rub, band-aids, and other exciting things. I'll put this just straight in. And then this is my triathlon satchel. Inside I'm gonna put my cap and goggles. Well, I have my cap and goggles, and then I have a race belt. I have two race belts just in case something happens. So we put this on. Imogen Alexander. And then tattoos that I need to put on. Oh, there's some safety pins just in case. That's good. The cap we're supposed to wear, so I'll wear that on top. I'll wear this one underneath, that one on top. And then timing chip, very important. So that's all in here. I also have my sunglasses for the day and a spare pair of goggles, anti-fog, all of that jazz. Put this in here, and then I'm going to take this on the run and put ice in it, and then put ice in my suit because it'll be very hot. And then I have my gloves, two pairs of socks just in case. The second one's just in case I want to change them after the run. After the bike into the run. I have my inhalers. So those will go in this little pocket. Oh, I also have compression socks for afterwards.
my hat. I need to braid my hair and then see how it fits, but that will go in here. And then this is like my electronics bag, so I've got my Garmin and then just some other stuff. It's gonna go in this pocket. My passport as ID. Put that in the secret pocket in here. Actually, even secreter pocket. You don't know where it is. Okay, anything else in here? This for the bag drop, I guess. Oh, and then the most exciting part. Deodorant. No, just kidding. My nutrition. I have electrolytes to put in my water. I'll probably do that tonight. And then I have gels and balls and bars. Look, I need 8 things, so I'll take a Cliff Bar, this chocolate cherry. I'll take this gel, banana chocolate chip ball, almond butter cookie. I don't know. My plan is to save the Cliff Bar until I'm like actually dying. I'm talking to myself.
Good.
I'm almost packed.
Good job.
Oh, cannot forget. Hang on. My helmet. Very important. Whoa. My water bottles. I actually have 4. It's a bit tight.
Okay, so I need to decide which socks to wear. I've got 3 choices. They're all favourites. But which is going to be easier to put on the day?
Well, you have to unravel them,
Right, well, let's unravel them. So we have these lovely, these are woolen ones.
He's lovely.
These are like compression ones, but I fear maybe a little bit hard to get on. These ones I wore today, so they're kind of stinky.
I say these ones straight away.
All right, let me try. Ready? Okay, can you time me?
Okay, ready, set, go. 14 seconds.
All right.
I think that's good.
Yeah, 14?
Yeah, I have 2 pairs. The second one's just an encased pair if they're like
Well,
wet after the
yeah,
bike.
maybe, well, I'm not going to wear them during the bike.
Oh,
I'm
ballsy.
going to bike with no socks. Because normally I would run with no shoes on and have my shoes on my bike.
Yeah.
But the problem is then when you run in socks and they're wet.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking 2 pairs. Because I don't want to run in wet socks.
Oh
but I
yeah, because
also
yours are bike shoes. Mine are triathlon shoes, so they
Oh,
can go
they're
with no
fine.
socks.
Okay, yeah, mine are bike shoes. Let's explain our morning.
Hang on, let's just... I'm 111, which apparently is the magic number.
I'm 34. This morning was very hectic.
Was it ever?
It was an Ironman within itself.
Going
We
back.
woke up at like 6 a.m. Singapore time, which is 5 a.m. Bangkok time, to catch a van to the
Terminal.
ferry terminal. I was gonna say
And-
boat port.
It was so hectic there. I'm so glad we got there early.
It was very busy. And then we were there for like a really long time waiting for our ferry, but we checked in and everything. And then,
Oh, we also found the quick queue through the customs.
yeah, that was good. So then we did that, and then we were on the ferry for 75 minutes. And then we came here, and then we checked in, and they were like, well, your room's not going to be ready until
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, which was 5 hours away. That was annoying.
So we could have slept in
We
and
could-
gone on the later ferry
Yeah. We went and put our bikes together. Then we,
in the hot garage.
it's quite sweaty. Then we went to the
Then we went to the race
area.
area to get our wristbands and our bibs and our numbers and stuff.
And then we went and collected our bikes after that, and Mom's bike had like, someone had dropped it or something off the shuttle.
And the brakes and the gears were all bent, so we had to take it to the mechanic.
And then a lady decided to push over my bike, so then my handlebar bent in. And so then we had to like fix all that shit up, and then,
The mechanics were very good though, weren't they?
yeah.
Then we went for a ride.
We went for a ride,
Just 5K.
and we went for a swim. The swim was nice. I liked the swim. And we came back. We had dinner at like 3:30, and now we're packed and we're gonna go to bed.
And
yeah,
it's now 5:10.
it's bedtime. So I'll vlog tomorrow morning, but I will not vlog the race because that is illegal, and then I will get a red card. They have cards.
We have to put on our tattoos soon too.
Oh,
Maybe we can vlog that.
Okay. Hello team. It's tattoo time. Okay. Step 1. Oh look, it says this way up. This way up. That's good to know. Oh, I should probably separate them first. Oh, like down on my actual forearm?
Yeah, because your tri-suit comes to here, doesn't it?
Yes. None on the legs? Or is it everything on your left side?
I don't know. Should we find out?
Yeah, we should probably read that.
Do you want me to go and have a look?
Yeah. I'm gonna assume it's left, so I'm gonna do my left arm.
I'm presuming that you have to have them on both arms, not on your legs. Race number to be placed on both upper arms.
Upper?
Well, you can't put it on the upper arms if you've got a long sleeve tri-suit.
Okay, well I'm just gonna do it on my forearm.
How far down does your tri-suit come?
Like all the way. I'm putting it on my forearms because, screw the system. I need like a little towel, but they don't have those. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, look, mine comes all the way down. Mine's 3 numbers though.
It'll fit. There's space for 3 numbers, yeah.
It's so slippery because it's
A shit filtration system. Okay, she's saturated. Yeah.
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm part of a hospital with this stuff.
Okay, hang on. What do I do now?
Keep it wet.
Oh.
Alright, take it off. Magic. It was race day. We woke up very early and I had some oatmeal I made the night before. I put it in the little mini fridge, and to get ready in the morning, I rebraided my hair actually because I braided it the night before. And then I got into my suit, and then I put on some sunscreen and I was ready. We got there. It was very dark, obviously, because it was like 4 a.m. We had to take a bus to get there. And then I set up my transition. It looked good. Everything is set. Time to drop our bags and then race. Yeah, so this was kind of the only footage I have of me racing. It was me coming out of the swim, and then my dad and my sister filmed me finishing from the TV, from the live stream online. Yep, that is me.
Go with me!
We finished! We then chilled in the recovery area for a bit, got some drinks, got some food, and then we watched this guy finish. He was literally like 10 seconds off the cutoff time, so that was pretty cool. He just made it, just finished. Wow, look at him go. Good job, dude. And then we had the prize ceremony, and there was some men dancing, and then I came first in my age group, which was very nice.
It's first call for age group champion for Imogen Alexander. Oh, she's quick. Good on you, Imogen. Come on up, you can slow down, it's all yours.
And because I came first in my age group, I actually got a slot to the World Champs. So, I'm going to New Zealand in 2020. Pizza time! Here it is. Pizza! So, I thought I would give you a little recap on how my race went and what went down in my race. So obviously it goes swim, bike, then run. That's the order. A 70.3, it's in miles, but I do kilometers. So it's a 1.9, so almost 2K swim, and then a 90K bike, and then a 21.1K run, which is a half marathon. For the swim, what happens at the start is you line up in these things called stalls, yeah. So you line up depending what you think your time would roughly be. So I think there was like 35 and under, and then like 5-minute increments. I think there's like 4 of them. So how the starts is kind of how the start starts. How it starts is kind of weird. So you line up in the stalls, and then the first people go, and then I think it's 6 seconds or something weird, 6 or 7 seconds in between each person. So literally it goes 1 person, 1, 2, no. Next person, no. But there's the timing chip mat, so they like calculate it from when you go off the mat. I was like pretty close to the front. I went in the first stall because I thought my time would be somewhere under 35 minutes. I was like the 5th person, I don't know, but I was with all these like huge buff men. And so they all were looking at me like, who's this? What is she doing here? And so I was like, oh God, maybe I'm in the wrong stall or whatever. The race started, I think I was like maybe the 5th set of people to go. The swim was so nice. There was a little fish at the bottom. I was chilling. I was being very tactical about it because I was trained to swim open water when I lived in Hong Kong. So I knew like how to swim to the buoys in a straight line, how to sight when you're swimming, how to breathe, all that. So I was very tactical with my swimming, and I think that helped me a lot. I was like overtaking people the whole time, which was good. The water was very flat. It was kind of, well, not too hot, not too cold, so that was good. It went by pretty quick. I got out of the water, and I think either my time was like 29 or 31. I'm not sure. Maybe the first person was in 29 and I was 31. I don't know, but I was definitely under 35 minutes, like easy. So that was good. Went into transition. I went so fast in the first transition because I'm used to like sprints. So I was like, okay, quick. What I did, I took off my cap and goggles. I put on socks, to my bike, and then went out. And the first bit's like flat. And by first bit, I mean like the first 5 minutes. And then as soon as you get out of kind of the area we were in, it was just like hills. And there were cars and motorcycles and trucks on the course. There was I almost hit a chicken. And so there was this bit, I was coming down a hill, and there was this mother chicken with like all her little chicks behind her. And in my head, I was like, you cannot hit this. You can't hit these chickens. But they were like in the way, so I like braked really suddenly. And it was all fine. No one died. The chickens were all good. But in my head, I was like, oh God. And then there were children on the course. Lots of like local children begging for the water bottles. Because at the aid stations, what you do is you take your water bottle out of your bottle cage. And then there's people there like holding them out like this. And you have to like try and grab it from them, and then you just throw your bottle away. So all these kids were trying to collect the bottles. So it was like a little bit of a safety hazard, because they were also trying to high five you. And I actually, the first group of kids I saw, I tried to high five, and then I like almost got whacked off my bike because I guess I was going too fast. And also when I got to the first aid station, I whacked the water bottle out of the lady's hand because I was going way too fast once again. So after that, I learned how to do the aid stations. And then every 40 minutes on the bike, I made sure I was taking either like an energy ball or a gel or something. And then I would alternate between water and like an energy drink. So that was good. My nutrition went well. And then, so the bike finished. And at the very end, there were so many hard hills. I was going up like one of the, oh no, wait, I need to go back. So there was this turn where you go left or you go right, and you go left if you had done 60K, and you go right if you've done 70. But no one was like signaling, and I didn't remember that bit was there. So I went right, and I went for about 1 kilometer, and I was like, oh my God, I've gone the wrong way. So I literally turned around and rode up the hill again, another kilometer back or 2 kilometers back, and then I went the right way. So I did extra distance on the bike. Then I was I was at the end, like literally 10K left. I had to like physically speak to myself. I was like, come on, Imogen, you can do this. You can get up this hill. It was so painful. I was going so slow up some of those hills because they were brutal. They were literally like insane. Then that finished, and then I got to my second transition, and there I was like, okay, let's take your time. So I think that transition was like 5 minutes. I took off my socks, put on some clean socks, put on my shoes, put on my sunnies, put on my hat, like took a bite of something, and then like went out. And already like 1 kilometer in, I was like, wow, this is insane. And my left shoe, so turns out my shoes, the soles are like to be super glued in, but on the left shoe, it wasn't, like it'd been I don't know. So it kept coming out and like going over my foot, like this was the sole, and then it was like, so like I had to stop maybe 5 times in the whole run to keep fixing it and like putting it back in place. It was so annoying. So like I was pretty much running without a sole in one of my shoes, and each kilometer felt like 8 kilometers. It was brutal. Like it just felt so long, and it was getting hot too. And so literally I was like, okay, just run to each aid station. So I'd run to an aid station, walk, get some water, get some food, and then run to the next one. I think each one was like 2 or 3 kilometers in between each one. It was a 2-lap run course. After my first lap, I was like, okay, I need to distract myself somehow, because you can't have music or anything. So I was running with this like group of people, and then I decided to like chat to them and talk to them. So I was like panting and chatting to these people. I made some friends, which is good, and it just felt so long. And then finally at the end, it was me and this guy who was from Scandinavia, I don't know, from somewhere weird, somewhere in Europe, I don't know. It was me and this guy, and I was like, okay, don't let him beat you. So we were back and forth for the last like kilometer, and then finally at the end I was like, no. And then I sprinted past him, and then I finished, and that was really good. And so I finished, and I waited for my mom. I chilled at the recovery tent. I got a coconut water, got some bananas, and then when my mom came through, I waited for her to finish, and then we went and got massages, which was also at the recovery tent, and ooh, I was so sore. It felt so good. After the race, like after we got home and everything, like we traveled home the next day and all that, I wasn't sore or I wasn't tired or anything. Like I was completely fine. And then legitimately 3 days later, I crashed and burned. Like I had lactic acid everywhere. I was tired. Anyways, that is a recap of my race. It was fun. I came first in my age group, which felt very, very good. I am going to the World Championships. Ooh, let me show you something. So they gave me this, and inside is this thing, and it's like a New Zealand wind instrument or something, which is super cool. And then I have all my information about Taupo. I have my championship medal and just like a whole bunch of information and everything in here. So I'm going to the World Championships. I'm very excited. I am gonna start training soon, which is good. Yeah, but it's literally in November 2020, so like more than a whole year away, which is good because I need that time to improve, because that was my first race. It's inexperienced, but now I have experience. Catches!